Hello everybody and welcome to the third annual Universe Mode Summerslam and the final pay-per-view in our WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. And as you can see, the Hell in a Cell structure is high above the ring. We are set to kick night one off in a massive way with the 6-woman Hell in a Cell match for the United States Championship. For the women. You see there Julia Hart, very accomplished women's superstar here on Universe Mode, former women's world champion, former women's intercontinental champion. Tonight she looks to be the first woman in Universe Mode history to hold both the IC and U.S. Championship for the women. Julia Hart looking to make history here on Universe Mode, and of course the Hell in a Cell environment could fit Julia in a big way. But here comes a woman who is a former women's U.S. champion. Naomi, the seasoned veteran, is here in the biggest party of the summer. Of course, Naomi lost that Women's United States Championship in a triple threat match with Roxanne Perez and the champion today, AJ Lee. Naomi looking to win that championship back here tonight, become a two-time Women's United States Champion here tonight. What a way to kick off the third annual Universe Mode SummerSlam, the second two-night SummerSlam in our Universe Mode's history. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so that way you don't miss night 2, which is expected to come out sometime tomorrow. But Naomi, the second woman to enter this match. And here comes a woman who's yet to hold gold in her Universe Mode career. Tiffany Stratton making her way to the ring. And this could be very well Tiffy time here at SummerSlam. The center of the universe set to step foot into hell. A lot of people say Tiffany Stratton is the future of the women's division here on Universe Mode. That future could start tonight if Tiffany Stratton manages to survive these other 5 competitors in this Hell in a Cell environment and become the Women's United States Champion here on Universe Mode. Tiffany Stratton has had so many matches against the very best, including Charlotte Flair, who we will see tomorrow night. Here comes the champion. The one who made this match official in the first place. AJ Lee is here, and what a challenge it's going to be for this woman tonight, wanting to prove she is a fighting champion. Getting 5 of the best to challenge for her championship. AJ Lee cut a promo saying that she wanted the Women's United States Championship to finally be defended on pay-per-view. So she made this match a 6-woman Armageddon Hell in a Cell match for that title in her hands right there. The Women's United States Championship. It's the first time women will step foot inside Hell in a Cell in Universe Mode, and it's the first time the Women's US title will be defended on a PLE. But here comes the former Women's US champ who wants to win that title back. Roxanne Perez the first ever women's world champion in Universe Mode history, and the former women's U.S. champion. At such a young age, Roxanne Perez has accomplished a lot. She's looking to close out Season 3 with a bang and become a two-time Women's United States champion here tonight at SummerSlam. But if she wants to do that, she needs to survive this match. Roxanne has had a career filled with sayings like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Can she prove the doubters wrong here tonight to kick off SummerSlam? And here comes Liv Morgan making her way to the ring.
Representing the Judgment Day from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
And of course, the Judgment Day, it's been well documented. They've had quite the expedition of gold over this past summer. Obviously, Dominic Mysterio, the current NXT North American champion. Finn Balor looking to take on John Cena tomorrow night in an Iron Man match for the United Kingdom Championship. Liv Morgan in this matchup looking to become a two-time Women's United States champion, as that is what it is all about. The Women's U.S. title up for grabs, our first title match of the weekend, and it's probably one of, if not the biggest yet. And here we go. 6 women, Hell in a Cell, only one winner, one champion. You see there Liv Morgan stretching the champion AJ Lee. This match was made possible because of a confrontation between Liv Morgan and AJ Lee in the ring. Liv Morgan, we forgot to mention this as well, she's the only woman who didn't have to qualify to take part in this match. All the other women, besides obviously the champion AJ Lee, had to qualify to take part in this match. And remember, this match is also one fall to a finish. The first woman who gains pinfall or submission will walk out of SummerSlam the Women's United States champion. And Roxanne, we're throwing Liv Morgan out of the ring. We apologize for limited visibility. We're going to try to call the action the best we can. AJ Hurricane Rana there to Naomi, and now Tiffany Stratton now looking to stretch Julia Hart in the ring now. Liv Morgan going after Roxanne Perez. And let's not forget, Liv Morgan last year at SummerSlam won the WWE Women's Championship in a triple threat match against Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. Speaking of Rhea Ripley, we will see her later on tonight. She will take on her arch rival Lyra Valkyria later on tonight. Of course, our main event, undisputed WWE Championship no holds barred match. Brock Lesnar taking on Gunther. We're also going to see the Hardcore Championship on the line. Jey Uso taking on Speedball Mike Bailey. Kevin Owens defending the Intercontinental Championship against Anthony Bowens. And what could be Bryan Danielson's last match in his Universe Mode career as he takes on Jon Moxley in a Texas death match. All that and so much more still to come tonight. All these women battling for the Women's United States Championship. Very historic night here at SummerSlam, the final PLE in our 2K25 Universe Mode. Remember, the pinfall or submission only can happen inside the ring. So many chaotic Hell in a Cell matches. Wait a minute, Liv Morgan cover on AJ Lee, and AJ able to kick out at 1. Liv's going to have to do a lot more than that. Oblivion to Tiffany. Can Liv win the championship? And AJ quickly breaking up the cover. And speaking of new champions, last night on SmackDown, we crowned new World Tag Team Champions in the Hurt Syndicate. Congratulations to them. A look at Naomi taking out, I believe that's Liv Morgan. AJ had a cover on Roxanne. Quite a lot of history between AJ and Roxanne over these past few months. A lot of altercations between those two women. Julia Hart, let's not forget the first SummerSlam. She lost her SmackDown Women's Championship to Athena at SummerSlam. And obviously Julia Hart might be looking for a bit of redemption. AJ Shining Wizard of Tiffany. AJ with the cover looking to retain. Oh, but Roxanne breaking it up. And that's the thing with a match as big as this. You got to have eyes in the back of your head. Try to avoid as many covers as you can. Try to make sure this match does not end, so that way you have a chance at walking out of here as champion. Julia Hart, Russian leg sweep to AJ. AJ Lee, who returned to Universe Mode earlier this year on the road to WrestleMania in order to try to become the Women's U.S. Champion. Double team there by Tiffany and Julia. Who would have thought we would see those two women working together? Roxanne now on the top. Into the front splash to Naomi. Into the cover to try to win the title, and AJ Lee breaking it up again. And AJ Lee knew exactly what she was signing up for, making this match. And now Roxanne with the crossface on Tiffany. Oh, and AJ breaking it up, but Roxanne, she was quite close to becoming champion, but AJ with the cover. AJ could steal it and almost got it. Tiffany kicking out at 2. That was great ring awareness there by the champion, AJ Lee. And AJ now going after Julia Hart. And trying to cover Julia now. Oh wait, no, she's not. Or either that or someone broke it up. Tiffany with a neck breaker. Very nice neck breaker there by Tiffany Stratton. And now Roxanne Perez going to work on Tiffy. Roxanne now with the cover. Julia Hart realizing, breaking it up. Let's not forget, Julia Hart was not pinned or submitted to lose the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She lost it at WrestleMania to our current champion, Fallon Henley, who will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Sol Ruca tomorrow night. And look at Julia with the strikes connecting on Roxanne Perez. Julia Hart was the one who ended Roxanne's SmackDown Women's title reign in a backbreaker. Julia Hart is just so dominant, so amazing with her strikes and her highly educated feet. Meanwhile, AJ Lee, ruthless Luthez press on Tiffany Stratton there. And Naomi throwing Julia Hart outside the ring. I believe AJ was going for the Black Widow on Roxanne Perez cover, and there's Liv Morgan breaking up the cover. This is our first match of the weekend here at SummerSlam. Action fast and furious. AJ Lee, I want to say, had the closest call in this match so far. Almost retained the Women's U.S. Championship in this massive Hell in a Cell match. You see this hellacious structure. 6 women, but only one of them can win this match. Ooh! And now AJ Lee could clearly see the Luthez press once again. And Roxanne now going after Julia Hart. I believe Naomi broke up a cover attempt by AJ Lee. No cover. Took out by Julia Hart. Clearly not enough to get the job done. And now Morgan. Oh God, slamming AJ down. Liv Morgan, no regard for anybody but herself. Yes, we know she's part of the Judgment Day, but let's be honest, she's looking out for her own self-interest. Meanwhile, Naomi with a submission on AJ and Tiffany Stratton right there to break it up. And that's the thing, you're in such an enclosed space. It's so easy for someone to notice if you're going for a cover and instantly break it up. So you got to be careful in a match like this. Meanwhile, Tiffany with Roxanne, I think she was trying to go for the prettiest moonsault ever. Naomi, big shot to Tiffany. And now Morgan dropping Naomi down. Wait a minute. Julia Hart bashing AJ Lee's face onto the cell wall. At first I thought the cell broke. Roxanne going for the cover, but Julia noticed and was able to break it up. Roxanne thought she was alone, tried to win the championship back here tonight. Roxanne was probably thinking Pop Rocks. Liv into the Bulldog. Now AJ. Try to go for the drop kick on Liv Morgan. Liv able to move out of the way. This could be her chance. But AJ now able to recover into the Irish whip, sending Liv Morgan outside the ring. And you see all these women's competitors battling on the outside of the ring. You gotta be careful. AJ or Roxanne could win this match. AJ taking down Roxanne, and you see her stretching the body of Roxanne Perez. And this is really where the U.S. title scene's really been for the past few months. AJ and Roxanne have been trying to kill each other these past few weeks. But meanwhile, Naomi now back in the ring dealing with Roxanne Perez. These two women that want to get that U.S. title back in their respective rights. In the U.S. title's short history, so many women have been able to hold that United States Championship. Roxanne with a sledgehammer into the cover, trying to win the championship, and AJ back in the mix, able to break up that cover, save her title reign for the time being. AJ's been champion for quite some time now, but now it's time to put up or shut up. And now Naomi sent to the outside once again. AJ all alone with Roxanne. And Naomi sending Tiffany Stratton right to the cell wall. Big clothesline there by Roxanne. This is not the position any woman wants to be in. You see the table inside the ring now. Roxanne setting it up. Last time I believe we had a Hell in a Cell match here on Universe Mode was when Seth Rollins beat the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Look at this, AJ rolls through and tried to steal the victory. Naomi getting back in the mix, breaking it up. But when Seth Rollins beat the Fiend Bray Wyatt to become the new United States Champion on an episode of Raw earlier this year. And now AJ sending Naomi right to the table. And that could have spelt disaster. But AJ could be looking to put Naomi through that table. Big drop kick, and the table crumbles. Codebreaker by Morgan on Stratton. Morgan going for the cover. Roxanne was right there to break it up. 5 women in the ring right now. This match has been going on for quite a while. We saw this coming though, heading into this pay-per-view. Only the strongest will survive. That is what this match is all about. Bodies everywhere, every angle of the ring. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Look at Naomi planting AJ down. And Stratton plants Julia Hart with the Alabama Slam. And now a takedown to Morgan. And Roxanne into the Pop Rocks to Stratton. But Hart was right there to break it up. Meanwhile, Naomi, bomb. Could Julia Hart cover? Cover, shoulders down. Naomi could do it. Naomi's got it. Naomi is a 2-time Women's United States Champion. Like we said, AJ, it was quite the risk to put the U.S. title on the line here tonight. And it proved correct, because Naomi wins the championship back. She is a 2-time Women's U.S. Champion. The second one behind Jade Cargill. All 6 of these women put in their best effort, but in the end, it was the seasoned veteran Naomi who managed to pull through and win that Women's United States Championship back. What a way to kick off SummerSlam weekend Look at Roxanne Perez, the Bulldog there to Liv Morgan. And again, we apologize for the crappy camera angles. But Naomi hitting the Bubba Bomb on Julia Hart. Everyone else was fighting amongst themselves. AJ tried to get there, but she was too late. Well, Naomi closes out Season 3 with a bang. She has won her second Women's U.S. title reign in her Universe Mode career, and she wins the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match in Universe Mode history. What a victory to kick off SummerSlam weekend. Naomi, our new United States champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move on from the Women's United States Championship to the Men's Intercontinental Championship from SmackDown, as it is going to be quite a unique matchup here at SummerSlam, as here comes the defending champion, Kevin Owens, making his way to the ring, set for yet another defense of that championship. Kevin Owens, his second reign as Intercontinental Champion in his Universe Mode career. He's held that championship ever since New Year's Revolution, when he defeated Mark Briscoe to win that championship back. He has held it proudly ever since, including a successful title defense at this year's WrestleMania against Johnny Gargano. But tonight, Kevin Owens will defend the Intercontinental Championship against the Acclaim's Anthony Bowens, or I should say, former member of the Acclaimed Anthony Bowens. And of course, we saw Kevin Owens last night on SmackDown beat Pete Dunne in a non-title, no disqualification match, where Anthony Bowens tried to screw Kevin Owens out of that match. And Kevin Owens, whenever he has rage, whenever he has focus in mind, he is at his best. He could utilize that in this match if Anthony Bowens is not careful. But here comes the number one contender, Anthony Bowens. And this is no doubt the biggest match of this young man's career here on Universe Mode. Anthony Bowens, obviously former AEW Tag Team Champion, alongside his partner Max Caster in the group formerly known as The Acclaim. The Acclaimed were split in this year's Universe Mode draft. Max Caster going to Raw, Anthony Bowens remaining on SmackDown. Anthony Bowens won a fatal 5-way match to become the number one contender for the championship, something that not a lot of people expected. And Anthony Bowens, he could very well be our next Intercontinental Champion here on Universe Mode if Kevin Owens is not careful.
Introducing the challenger from Nutley, New Jersey, weighing in at 210 pounds, Anthony Bowens.
Can Bowens pull off the unthinkable here at SummerSlam?
Weighing in at 266 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens looking at that championship he's fought so hard to get. And in terms of historic Universe Mode stats, the Intercontinental Championship has never changed hands in our Universe Mode SummerSlam. Of course, Xavier Woods defended the Intercontinental Championship 2 years ago against Andrade El Idolo. And last year at SummerSlam, Eric Rowan defended the championship against Dragon Lee. Tonight, Kevin Owens tries to defend against Anthony Bowens. And of course, Kevin Owens going to want to start off this match strong and dominate Anthony Bowens. Try to not give Anthony Bowens any bit of opening in this matchup. Very smart strategy for Kevin Owens in this matchup. Of course, if we're going by statistics, it benefits Kevin Owens in this match. But Kevin Owens has had one hell of a reign as Intercontinental Champion. Oh, tried to go for the drop kick. Failed to connect. And this is Anthony Bowens' moment. Oh my God, bashing Owens on the table. And Kevin Owens is busted open early in this match. And of course, you got to think Kevin Owens must be less than 100% after that match with Pete Dunne on Friday. And Anthony Bowens looking to take advantage. Let's not forget, it was a no disqualification match. Anthony Bowens tried to help Pete Dunne get the victory in that match. And Kevin Owens is not looking very well early on in this matchup. And now Bowens trying to slow the pace of this match down, get any bit of control he can on the Intercontinental Champion. Oh! The time for mind games is over. The time of sneak attacks is over. It is time to fight. And Kevin Owens is good at fighting. He's a former pay-per-view main eventer. Kevin Owens knows what it's like to be in big matches. And Owens now into the Tornado DDT. And now into the cover by Owens. Is this enough? And kick out by Anthony. Clearly not going to be enough to put this young upstart away. And of course, Anthony Bowens, this is massive for him as a recent singles talent here on Universe Mode. And Kevin Owens, look at this, just stomping on the hand of Anthony Bowens. And that's got to be absolutely painful for this young man. And if you're Anthony Bowens, you're not used to big matches like this. You gotta shake off the cobwebs, not think about the bright lights, not think about the thousands upon thousands of fans in attendance watching this match right now. The millions watching at home. Kevin Owens, though, he's used to this. And now Owens on the middle rope. Oh, trying to shake Bowens off, and now the axe handle. Much like he hit on him yesterday. And now Owens into the frog splash. Anthony Bowens. And Kevin Owens is relentless. We know this. Into the Swanton Bomb. The move he used to win the Intercontinental Championship. Owens is hitting all his best strikes. And the stunner. The stunner connects on Bowens. Is this enough to retain the championship? And he does. Kevin Owens making quick work of Anthony Bowens here tonight at SummerSlam, and he retains the Intercontinental Championship. Anthony Bowens, when the going got tough, he crumbled under pressure. Kevin Owens getting his payback for all the sneak attacks and all the mind games Anthony Bowens put on him throughout the build-up to this match. First the frog splash, then the beautiful Swanton Bomb, and then the piece de la resistance, the stunner. Anthony Bowens getting absolutely humbled here at SummerSlam as Kevin Owens defends the championship.
And still, WWE Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens.
0-3 for defending champions. Or sorry, I should say 3-0 for defending champions of that IC Championship at SummerSlam. Kevin Owens will walk into Season 4 of Universe Mode as our WWE Intercontinental Champion. The reign remains alive for the prize fighter as he defends against Anthony Bowens tonight at SummerSlam. It has already been one hell of a night here at SummerSlam, and we are just getting started. We're moving back to the Monday Night Raw side of things. Texas Deathmatch time.
Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jon Moxley.
And of course, this could very well be the final Universe Mode match of Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson challenged Jon Moxley to one more fight in a Texas death match. If Jon Moxley wins, Bryan Danielson must retire from in-ring competition. Of course, Moxley and Danielson enough history to fill up a Stephen King-sized novel. Jon Moxley wants to get rid of the Bryan Danielson problem and move on with the Death Rider's prophecy of taking over Monday Night Raw. He knows the only way to do that is to put Danielson out of his misery here tonight at SummerSlam, as here comes the American Dragon.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
This is not the first time somebody put their career on the line on a SummerSlam PLE. Let's not forget, last year the Icon Sting retired at SummerSlam after he lost to Finn Balor in a no-holds-barred match. Bryan Danielson looking to do a similar thing, believing he has done enough in his Universe Mode career. Bryan Danielson, heavily regarded as one of the best professional wrestlers of all time, the best technical wrestler on the planet. Bryan Danielson, he says he has suffered enough abuse from Jon Moxley. However, the stipulation also states if Danielson beats Jon Moxley here tonight, then the rivalry is over. Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley must never face each other again in Universe Mode. Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley both must move on from each other if Bryan Danielson keeps his in-ring career intact tonight in this Texas death match. And of course, the Death Riders also banned from ringside in this matchup. It is a one-on-one affair. Moxley. Oh, of course, Moxley. The first opportunity to strike, he is going to take it. Jon Moxley, a Triple Crown champion here on Universe Mode. 4-time undisputed WWE champion. Look at this. And of course, Texas Deathmatch rules. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. I believe Bryan Danielson already busted open. Moxley's trying to throw all caution to the wind to kick off this match. Bryan Danielson needs to quicken up the pace if he wants any chance of remaining an active competitor here on Universe Mode. Bryan Danielson, the only title reign he has in his Universe Mode career is as a WWE Tag Team Champion, which he won last year at SummerSlam by beating Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Bryan Danielson, of course, has always said he wants one more reign as a world champion. But of course, Danielson, if he wants a chance of doing that, he needs to beat Jon Moxley here tonight. And Danielson knows that's easier said than done. He's faced Jon Moxley enough times to know that. These two men were former brothers in the Blackpool Combat Club, the group that eventually became the Death Riders. Danielson was cast aside, betrayed. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God, that Spike. Adam Copeland's friend, Spike. Adam Copeland must have handed that to Bryan Danielson. Copeland, no love lost for Jon Moxley either. Danielson utilizing Spike on the 4-time WWE champion. And now the yes kicks into the corner. And Bryan Danielson is rolling. Of course, no disqualifications. And now Danielson, oh my God, look at this submission hold. That's another thing, Danielson, he knows so many holds. He is an expert in technical wrestling, submission wrestling as well. Moxley retreated on the ropes. How the hell is this man not bleeding everywhere yet? And look at this disrespect by Danielson. Oh, and a drop kick to the gut. And Moxley now is clearly bit off more than he can chew. Look at Danielson. Wasai knee. And now he's going to grab Spike again. Danielson. Oh, he got it. Wait a minute. The referee saying Mox had enough. Bryan Danielson has won here at SummerSlam. The career of Bryan Danielson continues here on Universe Mode. A lot of people didn't believe that Bryan Danielson could do it, but he utilized Spike and brutalized Jon Moxley. Moxley had no idea Danielson was going to bring this much fire. Danielson said, "If I'm under pressure, I am unstoppable," and he has proven just that here tonight at SummerSlam. Look at this, the Psycho knee connecting on Jon Moxley. He grabs Spike again. He beat him one more time, and the referee said Mox has had enough. Bryan Danielson's career stays alive here at SummerSlam. The career continues. The rivalry between Moxley and Danielson is finally over, as Danielson can now move on to bigger and better things in his Universe Mode career. No more Moxley, no more Death Riders in his sights. And now that the career remains intact for Bryan Danielson, what will the future hold for the American Dragon? We can only wait and see in Season 4 of our Universe Mode. But what a win for Bryan Danielson in this Texas Death Match against Jon Moxley here at SummerSlam. Well, what a win. Bryan Danielson is still on Universe Mode as we move on from one non-title feud to another. As here comes the 4-time Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, is here at SummerSlam. And Rhea Ripley is not in the best mood. And Rhea Ripley, of course, still frustrated after that unfortunate loss to Mercedes Moné for the Women's World Championship earlier this year at WrestleMania. But let's not forget, a couple of weeks ago, Rhea Ripley returned to Universe Mode, taking on Lyra Valkyria one-on-one on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley would actually beat Lyra Valkyria, but then the actions Rhea Ripley took after that match were unlike anything we've seen from Rhea Ripley. She attacked Lyra Valkyria after the match was over. And Rhea Ripley said to Lyra Valkyria, "All I've heard since I've come to SmackDown is Lyra's the future this, Lyra's the future that." Rhea Ripley wanting to get rid of the myth that Lyra Valkyria is a future world champion here on Universe Mode. And Rhea Ripley's ready, but here comes Lyra Valkyria walking into her second straight SummerSlam. Lyra Valkyria, this is a big fight feel for this young woman. Lyra Valkyria, of course, last year at SummerSlam teamed up with Will Ospreay, who we will see later on tonight, as she teamed up with him to take on Jay White and Blair Davenport of Bullet Club Gold in a mixed tag team match. But of course, Lyra Valkyria, tonight, it's all about revenge and proving that she can hang with the very best in the SmackDown Women's Division. And of course, you gotta think a win for Lyra Valkyria here tonight at SummerSlam, the second biggest show of the year, can surely propel Lyra Valkyria to future title opportunities in her Universe Mode career. But here we go, Rhea Ripley versus Lyra Valkyria. You hear the chants, Rhea's gonna kill you, echoing throughout the crowd. And here we go. Oh, look at this, Lyra. Ooh, well, we're gonna start off the match strong here against Rhea Ripley. And here's a bit of statistics for you. This is the first match from Rhea Ripley in, I believe, over a year or two. That, of course, not counting the Royal Rumble matches or Elimination Chamber matches, that hasn't involved a championship in premium live events. Oh, Lyra Valkyria was clearly going for something there. Rhea was trying to take advantage, counter for counter between these two women, and Lyra Valkyria, it looks like a fire's been lit up from under her after the previous encounters that she has had with Rhea Ripley over the past few weeks. Lyra Valkyria, let's not forget, she's had a multitude of rivalries in her young Universe Mode career. Rhea Ripley, though, the most successful woman in Universe Mode history when it comes to title reigns. My God. Last year at SummerSlam, she unfortunately lost a triple threat match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley, this go around, is part of the SmackDown roster. And you gotta think, if Rhea beats Lyra Valkyria here tonight at SummerSlam, she will surely go after either Mercedes Moné or Bianca Belair for that Women's World Championship. Ooh, Rhea was thinking big boot. Lyra Valkyria is just chopping down Mommy here. This is not the way Rhea thought this match early on was going to go. Oh, wait a minute. Now Rhea, going after the leg. Very smart strategy by the veteran Rhea Ripley. And now Lyra, she doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. That is why a lot of people respect Lyra Valkyria. And a lot of people want Lyra Valkyria to hold championship gold in the near future here on Universe Mode. Oh my God, Inseguri sending Rhea down. Lyra is sick of the disrespect. She's sick of the mind game. She's sick of being told that she can't do this. Oh! And this is a big stage cover by Lyra. Rhea obviously not going to go down that easy. Of course, Rhea Ripley felt embarrassed about that loss by Mercedes Moné at WrestleMania. She thought that she was going to win that championship. But look at Rhea into the Riptide to Lyra Valkyria. Stacks her up, shoulders are down, and Rhea Ripley, just like that, beats Lyra Valkyria here at SummerSlam. Wow. Even with the ferocious start of Lyra Valkyria, for Rhea Ripley, it only takes one. Bam! It only took one Riptide, and Rhea Ripley, just like that, stacks Lyra Valkyria. Rhea Ripley's back in business as she got the quick victory over Lyra Valkyria here tonight at SummerSlam, closing Season 3 of Universe Mode with a bang. Of course, no title in her possession this go around, but you gotta think, Rhea Ripley surely now is gonna want to go after whoever the Women's World Champion is. It'll either be Mercedes Moné or Bianca Belair tomorrow night at SummerSlam. But what a victory for Rhea Ripley here tonight against Lyra Valkyria. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had the Women's United States Championship defended earlier on tonight, but it is now time for the Men's United States Championship to be on the line, and it is set to be a good one as Will Ospreay will take on BDE Brandon Collins, and this is going to be one hell of a... Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Seth Rollins. He has a referee jersey on. The leader of the Vision, I believe he's going to be the referee for this matchup. Who the hell let this goofball have a referee jersey? Seth Rollins, former WWE champion, former United States champion. Seth Rollins, for most of this year, has been adamant on trying to get a rematch for that U.S. title. Unfortunately, was unable to do so. And now Rollins seems like he's forcing his way to be a part of this year's SummerSlam, the final show of Season 3. As it looks like he has agreed to be the special guest referee of this match. But let's be honest, if we know anything about Seth frickin' Rollins, he's gonna cause some shenanigans. Let's not forget Seth Rollins 0-2 here at SummerSlam, both in WWE Championship matches. But now Rollins tonight, he's taking a back seat. He's gonna be a referee for this U.S. title match. As here comes the challenger, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, looking to win gold. Of course, Will Ospreay, former AEW World Champion here in Universe Mode, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion in Universe Mode as well. Also the first ever Men's Royal Rumble winner in Universe Mode history. But Will Ospreay, it has been over 2 years since he has held gold in his Universe Mode career. Will Ospreay, the first overall pick in this year's Universe Mode draft. Will Ospreay believes he's suffered a lot of setbacks here in his Universe Mode career. He won a fatal 4-way match, beating Seth Rollins, Jacob Fatu, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio to earn this opportunity for the U.S. title here tonight at SummerSlam. But Will Ospreay, he is going to take on BDE for the United States Championship. Will Ospreay, a huge opportunity to win back gold here tonight. But this is a big match for this man, his PLE debut in his Universe Mode career. Brandon Collins, BDE, is here, set to make his first defense of that United States Championship here tonight at SummerSlam. It was almost a month ago on Monday Night Raw when Brandon Collins made his shocking Universe Mode debut, answering a U.S. Open challenge set forth by the former champion LA Knight, where BDE shockingly took the United States Championship away from LA Knight. And Brandon Collins, now set to defend the U.S. title here tonight at SummerSlam against Will Ospreay. BDE started out as a YouTuber before pursuing his dream of becoming a professional wrestler. And now here tonight, he's set to go one-on-one against Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin. This is a huge match for BDE, his first premium live event match in his Universe Mode career. And he is defending the United States Championship. So many men have held that championship. Can Will Ospreay be the latest?
Introducing the challenger from London, 175 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Brandon
Brandon Collins looking at that championship, shocking the world by beating LA Knight and winning that championship. And of course, Seth Rollins appointing himself as the special guest referee. What shenanigans is Rollins going to play? Ospreay the challenger, Brandon Collins the champion. U.S. title is on the line. Here we go. Match is underway. Brandon Collins, Will Ospreay for the United States Championship. This is the second time in Ospreay's Universe Mode career that he has challenged for that championship. The first time he faced Seth Rollins in a losing effort. Oh, Brandon with the suplex. Rollins responding to the cover, and that was almost it for BDE. That was a huge opportunity there. And now Collins again into the cover on Ospreay, and a kick out at 2 again. Of course, this past Monday Night on Raw, the season finale of Monday Night Raw, BDE and Will Ospreay actually teamed together to beat the WWE Tag Team Champions Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker of the Vision. But look at Ospreay now. The aerial assassin looking to fly. Here we go, and he got it. Tope Suicida. Early on into the matchup, and you hear the fans in attendance. This is awesome. That is why Will Ospreay has been so successful in his Universe Mode career. And now phenomenal forearm. Paying homage to AJ Styles, who we're going to see tomorrow night take on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And now BDE being brought back inside the ring. Will Ospreay is not messing around. Look at this, my God. And Ospreay could win the belt right here for the title, and a kick out by Brandon. Will Ospreay said he has suffered way too many setbacks. He's suffered too many big losses. He's done playing around. He wants to win that U.S. title because he knows this could very well be his last chance. BDE rolls up Ospreay, looking to steal the win. Ospreay now rolls up Brandon, and a kick out. We knew the second this match became official for SummerSlam that these two men, pop-up powerbomb, that these two men were going to tear the roof off the place, and they're doing exactly that here at SummerSlam. And now BDE is in deep, deep trouble. Ospreay, phenomenal forearm yet again. Shades of AJ Styles cover, hook of the leg, and almost won the title right there. And I bet AJ Styles would be pretty proud if Will Ospreay managed to win the U.S. title with that move. Oh, BDE. Brandon in a submission. Submission locked in, but Ospreay able to get out of it. Both these men have clearly done their homework. Suplex by Ospreay, trying to win the U.S. title, and almost got it again. Back and forth action, and Ospreay with the moonsault. Ospreay doing everything he can. Oh, but Rollins calling a rope break. I don't know how accurate that would be. But now Ospreay into the Styles Clash to Brandon Collins. Another move made famous by Styles, and almost won it again. So many pinfall attempts made by Will Ospreay, but that's smart because Brandon's taking energy away by kicking out of these pins. And the splash by Ospreay. Cover, hook of the leg. Will Ospreay's the United States Champion. Will Ospreay is the new United States Champion. redemption finally comes for the aerial assassin here tonight at SummerSlam. But unfortunately, that means BDE did not have a long reign with that United States Championship. Brandon Collins knew as soon as he became a part of the Monday Night Raw roster that he was going to have to face the best pro wrestlers in the world. Case in point, Will Ospreay, the former World Heavyweight Champion, and Ospreay held nothing back, did not take it easy on Brandon Collins. He was there for one thing and one thing only, and that was to win, and he did exactly that here at SummerSlam. This was what won him the match, the beautiful splash. And Rollins actually was impartial in this match, and Ospreay is the new U.S. Champion.
WWE United States Champion, Will Ospreay.
An emotional title win for the aerial assassin after so many failed title matches, so many setbacks. Ospreay finally wins gold again. He is our brand new WWE United States Champion as he closes out Season 3 with a title win, and he will walk into 2K26 Season 4 as our United States Champion for Monday Night Raw. What a victory for Will Ospreay, our new United States Champion here at SummerSlam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is already time for our co-main event of the evening here on night 1 of SummerSlam, as it is a hardcore rules match for the Hardcore Championship. As here comes the number 1 contender, Speedball Mike Bailey, looking to take the championship away. Finally, from main event, Jey Uso. And for Speedball Mike Bailey, this is his Universe Mode PLE debut. As Speedball Mike Bailey, ever since he debuted as part of SmackDown here on Universe Mode, he has took on many tough opponents, but he is finally the number 1 contender. He's gotten under the skin of main event Jey Uso. And let's not forget what happened last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Speedball Mike Bailey cost Jey Uso a non-title match against Kota Ibushi last night on SmackDown. You gotta think that is really gonna add to the confidence of Speedball Mike Bailey heading into this match here at SummerSlam. Is he gonna try to become our new hardcore champion here tonight? But here comes the longest reigning champion in Universe Mode history. Main event Jey Uso, the hardcore champion, here at SummerSlam, celebrating with the WWE Universe. It was last year at WrestleMania. Jey Uso beat Wardlow to win that hardcore championship. He's held it proudly ever since, beating men like LA Knight, Joe Coffey, Tyler Bate, Sheamus, Rusev, Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu, Darby Allin, among many others. Oba Femi, And tonight, Jey Uso looks to keep that legendary reign alive by beating Speedball Mike Bailey here tonight and walking into Season 4 as our Hardcore Champion. So far, nobody has been able to beat Main Event Jey Uso. Last year, Jey Uso retained the Hardcore Championship against LA Knight and Joe Coffey in a triple threat match. Tonight, Jey Uso looks for it to be no different. Obviously, a 100% retention rate with the Hardcore Championship, because 2 years ago, the Hardcore title was not even defended at SummerSlam. But the Hardcore title's on the line tonight. Mike Bailey, can he finally end the reign of Jey Uso here tonight? Jey Uso, what a run he has had with that Hardcore Championship. Of course, his run with SmackDown Tag Team Champions with Jimmy Uso lasted over 6 months as well. Jey Uso, if he holds gold, he's going to have a long reign. But can this finally be the last time we see Jey Uso with that belt? Speedball Mike Bailey, the challenger. Jey Uso, the champion. The Hardcore title's on the line in our co-main event. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Speedball. We're going to bring Jey in the corner to start off this match. And, of course, Speedball, you got to think he's studied lots of film. Ooh. Try to go for the enziguri in the corner. Jey Uso able to counter. And Jey rolls up Speedball. Is this enough to retain and a kick out? Jey wanted a quick night in the office. Jey Uso, he has laid out everybody in his path in this Hardcore Championship reign. He's looking for it to be no different with Speedball here tonight. Splash into the corner. Nobody's been able to stop this man. And Jey, super kick to Mike Bailey early on. And of course, Hardcore rules, match falls count anywhere. No disqualifications, no countouts. No champion's advantage, no shenanigans for main event Jey Uso. And now Jey, prime bottle in hand. Oh, but Speedball able to counter. And now we'll try to bring Jey to the steel steps. And now Speedball wants to get this done the proper way in the ring. Or wait a minute. Little game of cat and mouse between champion and challenger. Oh, and a second super kick. And now the Uso chant starting to go. Jey Uso, he is a different beast when he is focused, when that championship is on the line. And of course, Jey's going to want revenge for what went down last night on SmackDown. Ooh, Speedball tried to knock Jey off the corner. Jey now. Oh, takes the champion down. And Speedball, you got to think, he's got to move quick. Oh, went for a super kick of his own. Failed to connect. And now Speedball sent over the top rope. And now the Hardcore champion. Oh, he's got a trash can in hand. Wait a minute. Jey deciding he doesn't need it, perhaps. Crowd's chanting, "We want tables." Oh, Speedball wanted the kick. But Jey Uso, Scorpion Death Drop, paying homage to Sting, who retired last year at this show cover. And Speedball able to kick out. Maybe a little dig at Darby Allin as well, the man Jey Uso beat at WrestleMania to retain the Hardcore Championship earlier this year. And Jey Uso is in complete control now. You see the referee, Charles Robinson, Getting a quick look at the action in case there's any pinfalls or submissions. And Jay now throwing the trash can at Speedball. Jay going for another cover. Is this enough to retain the championship in a kick out? Falls count absolutely anywhere. And Jay now gonna go for it. Oh, went for the 1D. Speedball saw it coming. Shining Wizard. Shining Wizard connecting on Jay. Can Speedball end the reign here? And a kick out at 2 by Jay. But Speedball knows this could be an opening. This could be his chance. Speedball, wait a minute. One, win it. Angel, Shades of Kenny Omega to win the title. Wait a minute. Kick out at 1. From the one-winged angel. You gotta be kidding me. And now bashing Jay with the prime bottle. No disqualifications. The official can't do anything about it. Speedball thought he was closing in. Thought he was close on becoming the new hardcore champion. We haven't had a new hardcore champion in over a year and a half. Speedball Mike Bailey. He believes he is the one destined to end the reign of Main Event Jay. And Jey Uso now bashing Speedball onto the apron. The hardest part of the ring. And now Jay trying to get an opening back in this matchup. Oh my God. He has a guitar. Oh my God. Breaking it over the body of Speedball. Cover. And Speedball with a quick kick out despite being damaged by that guitar. Thanks to Main Event Jey Uso. That is why Jey Uso is the hardcore champion. And that's why he's had the belt this long into the elbow. Who the hell is going to stop this man? Spear by Uso to retain here tonight. And Speedball kicks out. This match continues. Speedball kicking out of the spear. Oh my God. And Speedball not playing games. The time for mind games is over. The time for talk is over. But Speedball needs to take advantage. And Jey Uso with the steel steps. Speedball knows he needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal. He's trying to get any bit of separation he can. Look at these strikes by Speedball. The highly educated feet. The challenger is rolling. Are we going to have a new hardcore champion? We've never seen anyone come this close. Speedball again with the prime bottle. Jay trying to get back to his feet. And Speedball, bashing Jay in the face. Can this be the crowning moment? Meeting in the middle. Speedball could do it. Cover, shoulders down. No. Jay kicking out of 2. Speedball now. He's got to be thinking, what do I need to do? Going for it. The neck breaker. Speedball now, second rope. What is he thinking here? Hurricane Rana connects. Speedball grabbing the steel steps again. He has Jay at his mercy. Is Speedball wasting too much time into the shooting star press? We've never seen Jay this defenseless. He must be less than 100% after his match with Kota Ibushi last night on SmackDown. And Mike Bailey, Salida del Sol. Oh, but Jay retreating to the apron before Speedball could take advantage with a cover. But Speedball, the power bomb. And Speedball could be closing in. If he hits this one more time, it could be over. The legendary reign of main event Jey Uso, one-winged angel again. No! Jay kicked out again. And it's to the point where you wonder, what more does Speedball have to do? Speedball now. Oh my God. Pile driver. Can this be the kill shot that Speedball needed? Jey Uso's defenseless. Black Mass. Black Mass. This must be it. Speedball did it. Speedball did it. Speedball has ended the reign of main event Jey Uso. The legendary Hardcore Championship reign is over. A year and a half of Jey Uso decimating anyone who stepped in his path. Speedball Mike Bailey has finally ended the historic reign, the longest championship reign in Universe Mode history, and he did it at SummerSlam. We thought right here, Jey Uso hitting the spear on Speedball Mike Bailey was going to be enough, but Speedball still showed fight, and Speedball decimated main event Jey Uso. He knew he needed to make sure that he would leave SummerSlam as the Hardcore Champion, and he did just that. The second one-winged angel on the outside, and Speedball has finally done it. Actually, no, it wasn't. He still had to fight a little bit longer. Look at this, the kill shot, the pile driver, diving deep into his playbook until there was only one move he was yet to try. Lifting Jay up by his foot, bam! The Black Mass and the legendary run is finally over.
Here is your winner, and new Action Champion, Speedy Mike Bailey.
Speedball Mike Bailey was the one to finally end the championship reign of main event Jey Uso, as Speedball Mike Bailey becomes the 7th Hardcore Champion in Universe Mode history. What a way to end Season 3. Speedball Mike Bailey has ended the reign of Jey Uso. Speedball, our new Hardcore Champion. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we only have one more match here at SummerSlam Night 1, and it is our main event for the undisputed WWE Championship. I still can't get over what we just saw. Speedball Mike Bailey is our new Hardcore Champion, but can this man be a two-time undisputed WWE Champion? The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is back. Of course, Brock Lesnar was a part of 2 years ago's SummerSlam main event, that huge fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship that was won by Keith Lee. Brock Lesnar was never seen in Universe mode again until this year's WrestleMania, when he got involved in that no-holds-barred match between Triple H and Drew McIntyre. Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship at Crown Jewel, ending Gunther's first reign with the belt in a triple threat match that also involved John Cena. However, 24 hours later, John Cena took the WWE Championship away from Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is back, finally having the one-on-one clash he was promised against Gunther at Crown Jewel 3 months ago. And Brock Lesnar this time is not leaving without the WWE Championship. No Paul Heyman here in this match. Brock Lesnar wants to get it done alone, and he is hoping Gunther's willing to do the same. Here comes the undisputed champion, the Ring General, Gunther, making his way to the ring. Of course, Gunther won that championship for the first time at this year's Elimination Chamber, and then he main evented WrestleMania against Jacob Fatu to retain that championship. Gunther became a two-time champion at Money in the Bank last month, beating John Cena and Finn Balor in a triple threat match. And Gunther finally gets the one-on-one clash that he has been dreaming of against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Gunther, what a Season 3 he has had here on Universe Mode. Two-time WWE Champion in his Universe Mode career. However, will Gunther be the one walking into Season 4 as the top champion for Raw? Or will Brock Lesnar get that WWE Championship back that he only got to hold for less than 24 hours? You hear the Suplex City chants running through the arena, the crowd clearly gunning for the challenger.
Introducing the challenger. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
The Beast is ready to feast.
And his opponent, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Gunther.
What a night we have had here at SummerSlam. We've already crowned 3 new champions tonight. A new Women's United States Champion in Naomi, a new Men's United States Champion in Will Ospreay, and a few moments ago, a new Hardcore Champion in Speedball Mike Bailey. Can we crown a new WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar? Or will the champion Gunther keep his reign alive? It is our main event of night 1, and it starts right now with Gunther starting off with a bang. Of course, the WWE Champion has a 1-to-1 win percentage. Of course, 2 years ago, Jon Moxley defended the WWE Championship against Seth frickin' Rollins. Last year at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins lost the WWE Championship to The Rock at last year's SummerSlam. But look at this, Gunther starting off the match strong against Brock Lesnar. I believe Brock Lesnar is already bleeding, and this is a no-holds-barred match, no countouts, no disqualifications, which means no shenanigans. We are going to have a clear-cut winner in this matchup. Gunther with a submission hold now on the Beast. And Brock Lesnar clearly did not expect this much fight out of Gunther. Now here's the suplex. Brock Lesnar says he's going to take Gunther to Suplex City. He wants that championship back, and he is going to stop at nothing to get it back. And Brock Lesnar trying to get any bit of offense he can, but Gunther is not going to go down quietly. And let's not forget how Gunther won the championship at Money in the Bank. He just simply rolled up John Cena. He stole the championship from the greatest of all time. Of course, John Cena. We're going to see him tomorrow night, but here's the cover by Gunther on Lesnar and a kick out at 2. Almost retained the title right there. But Gunther, dropping his full body weight on the Beast. What a successful night 1 of SummerSlam this came to be. Gunther now with a baseball bat. Right to the skull of the Beast. But Brock grabbing a toy of his own, the shovel. Brock clearly stating he wants to bury Gunther, and now a game of cat and mouse between these two behemoths. Who's going to win, though? Brock and Gunther. Oh my goodness, they're just going in and out of the ring, each of them. They've got to stop sometime. And Gunther back in the ring. But Lesnar was playing possum. He wasn't going to use a weapon at that time. He trapped him so he could hit a suplex. The second suplex connected in the match, and now Lesnar with the strikes that he is so proficient at. Brock Lesnar, the veteran of over 20 years in this business. Of course, also a former UFC heavyweight champion, as you could see there with the ground and pound strikes. Gunther now knows what it's like to be all alone with the Beast. The man that's typically referred to in real life as Mr. SummerSlam. And he's looking to prove it with the Kimura lock. The Kimura lock is in on Gunther. Will Brock win the championship here? Gunther's in trouble. But Gunther refusing to tap. Brock Lesnar was so close to becoming our new undisputed champion. Gunther now with the crown. Gunther throwing the baseball bat as Lesnar was bringing the prime bottle in the ring. And now Gunther. Oh my God, no! The human body is not meant to bend that way. Gunther doesn't give a damn. He knows he's in there with a killer in Brock Lesnar. But look at this. Gunther. I don't know how wise of a decision that is. Mocking the Beast incarnate. This is for the WWE Championship. This is for all the marbles. Who's going to walk into Season 4 as the champion? Gunther dragging the lifeless body of Brock. And Gunther believes that this is his win. This is his SummerSlam main event. Look at the chops. Oh my God. And Lesnar is down. And now Gunther with the prime bottle. I bet Logan Paul is laughing his way to the bank. And now the champ heading to the top. Into the splash to Lesnar. Is this enough to retain? And Brock kicks out at 2. Lesnar. A leg drop. Lesnar has never faced anyone like this man. Gunther, one of the most accomplished wrestlers on our roster. But look at Lesnar. Oh my God. And he's looking to take Gunther to Suplex City all right on the outside of the ring. Lesnar is defiant as they come. And now grabbing that shovel he introduced early on in the match. Oh my God. Beating the hell out of Gunther. Gunther now with the drop kick. Gunther, the cardio of this man After all the punishment he's withstood in this match so far, is crazy. This is how you know it's a SummerSlam main event. Oh, and Brock was trying to charge at Gunther. Gunther going back in the ring, telling Lesnar to bring it, and that's exactly what Brock is going to do. Bloody face and all. Lesnar's done playing around, and another Kimura lock. Is this enough? Lesnar to win the championship? No. Gunther gets out of it, but Lesnar's not done. And another suplex. Brock Lesnar believes that the end is coming. Oh my God. And bashing his face with the Prime bottle. Gunther is defenseless. What a match we are witnessing here. Both men have taken a lot of punishment in this match. You could tell both men are fatigued, but only one of these men could walk out of here WWE Champion. Who is it going to be? Brock looking to weaken down Gunther. Gunther doesn't look like he can withstand much more punishment. And Lesnar on the top. I don't know how wise of a choice this is, going for the elbow across the ring, and Gunther was able to get back to his feet. Was Gunther potentially playing possum? Gunther now has Brock into the powerbomb, stacks him up middle of the ring, and Brock hits out at 2. What the hell? And Gunther gonna go for it again. A second powerbomb. This could be it. Gunther retains the WWE Championship. Gunther remains the champion. Brock Lesnar failed to win the WWE Championship back. But my God, what a match between these two amazing competitors for the richest prize in Universe Mode. There were so many moments in this match where we thought the match was going to be over. These two men put each other through hell and back in the main event of the 3rd annual Universe Mode SummerSlam. But we're not over with the weekend. We still got a whole other night of action. Look at this by Lesnar. The 3 German suplexes on the outside of the ring. We thought Lesnar was surely going to win the championship back, but Gunther was able to turn the tide. Able to hit the first powerbomb to Brock Lesnar. We thought that was it, but Lesnar was defiant until the very end. But Gunther knew Lesnar was weak, so he hit one more, and that was the one that was able to put the beast away. Gunther is still champion. Gunther remains the WWE Champion. He will walk in to Season 4 of our 2K Universe Mode series as the undisputed WWE Champion. What a victory for Gunther. What a night 1 of SummerSlam. So many amazing moments, new champions crowned, and electric matches throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude night 1 of our SummerSlam here in our WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on, so that way you never miss an upload, including night 2 of SummerSlam, which should come your way tomorrow. And until next time, this has been your boy, Willie Allen.